Welcome to today's edition of Crypto Corner at InvestorIdeas.com. News on what's driving the cryptocurrency market. Hey everyone, this is Sam Mowers here. Welcome to episode 790 of the Crypto Corner podcast. For news today, President Biden is signing an executive order on digital assets today. Cathedra Bitcoin has published its annual shareholder letter, and DGHI has shared its February production results. Just before we get into the show, though, a quick reminder that if you enjoyed this podcast, to please feel free to share it or leave us a review. And as always, I recommend checking out some of the other podcasts on InvestorIdeas.com. This includes the Cannabis Podcast, the Clean Tech and Climate Change Podcast, along with many others, all of which will bring you up to speed on the latest stock news and trends in their respective spaces. All right, so an official statement from the White House today indicates that U.S. President Joe Biden will be signing an executive order today to ensure the responsible development of digital assets. Coverage of this order from Cointelegraph points out that, quote, despite fears that the order may resound a regulatory clampdown on the industry, the language of the document is fairly favorable, the key focus being the coordination and consolidation of various agencies' efforts within a unified national policy, end quote. In response to this news, the crypto market is very green today in terms of both cryptocurrencies and crypto stocks. Data from CoinMarketCap, for instance, indicates that Bitcoin is up over 7% in the last 24 hours and is trading for roughly 42,000 USD at the time of recording. Now, apart from combating potential risks in the digital asset space, this executive order also encourages the Federal Reserve to explore the development of a central bank digital currency, or CBDC. Cathedra Bitcoin Inc., which trades on the TSXV under the ticker CBIT, has published its management's 2021 annual shareholder letter. This discusses energy markets, the monetary system, Bitcoin, and central bank digital currencies, as well as the company's plans. An excerpt reads, quote, accumulating a formidable war chest of Bitcoin on our corporate balance sheet is a priority for us. If one believes, as we do, that the next global monetary order will be built with Bitcoin at its center, then those companies with the largest Bitcoin treasuries will thrive. We will continue to hold as much of our mined Bitcoin as possible and may even supplement our mining activities with opportunistic Bitcoin purchases on occasion. At the time of writing, Cathedra has 187 petahash per second of hash rate active and another 534 petahash per second of hash rate contracted via purchases of mining machines we expect to be delivered from April through December of this year. Since we replaced the prior management team in September, we have grown Cathedra's contracted hash rate by more than 300%, and we're just getting started. End quote. DGHI Technology Inc., which trades on the Nasdaq under the ticker DGHI, has shared its unaudited Bitcoin production results for the month ended February 28, 2022. Some highlights include the mining of around 50.85 Bitcoins in the month. This is an increase of 45% over February 2021, the previous year. The company's CEO, Michel Amar, said, quote, at the end of February and into the first week of March, DigiHost continued to execute on its strategy of increasing the company's operating capacity by deploying new miners and expanding our hash rate by 20% to approximately 500 petahash. The company anticipates further expansion of computing power in the months ahead, as all Bitcoin miners received to date, plus those in transit, are deployed. We are very pleased with the 45% increase in the number of Bitcoins mined in February compared to the same month in 2021, as DigiHost continues to expand its operations while being almost completely carbon neutral. End quote. That does it for today's Crypto Corner. If you would like to be a guest or sponsor for this podcast, contact InvestorIdeas.com. Investor Ideas reminds all listeners to read our disclaimers and disclosures on the InvestorIdeas.com website, and this podcast is not an endorsement to buy products, services, or securities. Investors are reminded all investment involves risk and possible loss of investment. To hear more InvestorIdeas.com podcasts, please visit InvestorIdeas.com/audio. And a reminder, you can also hear our podcasts on Apple Podcasts, Audible, Spotify, TuneIn, Stitcher, Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, and most audio platforms available.